guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back to Factions Base Tour, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see you today. This is a series that comes out every single Saturday, including this Saturday, of course. So, today we are on my home country, the server that I do most of my main show on, Factions Crimson. And I usually tend to avoid my own server just because, you know, people get debatable because now they'll think I have access to the base or whatever. Whatever happens, I am actually touring an ally today of mine, but that's besides the point. I won't save my home or anything here, obviously, after the video. I will get rid of it. Today we are touring Prologue's base, you know, Amass, Hawken, the whole group of them. Thank you for leaving your comment, Amass, and let's get to touring. So, this base, they just keep one-upping each other, really. Like I guess last season of Factions Base Tour, we were one-upping each other via base value. But now it seems to be the walls. So if you remember last episode, they had some crazy walls. These ones match it and maybe beat it. They're very, very close though. I'll go over them now. I'm on the outer corner. This base is not in the corner of the end. It is in like the middle of the end. They basically have 1, 2, 3, around 10 wraps, and then they get a big ocean here, absolutely massive ocean, and then another 6 wraps to top it off. Just a huge, I think these walls are bigger than last episode, because these, just think about sending a wither, even through the top block on each one, to potentially shoot some sort of cannon through this. Would take, just hours and hours. It's crazy how much time they've put into these walls. I can't wait to ask them how much they put into it. So, with that in mind, we'll check out the gap here. The base is probably around here. Let's see how far it is. It's a pretty big gap. It's probably about a 200 block gap, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, 200 blocks-ish. Now, they did something a little different. So if you remember from last episode, there was this, the last episode was on the corner. This one's not. But they had this inner wall as well, protecting the dry part of their base, which we've seen now is kind of a new tactic here on the TheArchon. But the downfall from it, from my perspective, was that if someone boats across and they ender pearl, even if they hit the very bottom of the base, they're going to be able to, latch onto the water and climb up and get to the top, therefore being able to shoot a wither cannon over, potentially. But what they've done is they've done a dry layer even on the outside. So if they were to make a boat, it just wouldn't work out. Like, if they boat, they'd ender pearl, they would have to shoot it over this wall in order for it to work. Keep in mind, this is a border wall. You would not be able to just walk a wither across. I always have people saying that. Alright. That is the exterior of the base. Let's head to the interior. First off, though, you can see it looks kind of messy, but it looks kind of cool from the outside. We are starting off on the bottom layer. I'm not sure if this is a cell or not, because it seems like they've got different cells spread out. But either way, this is a separate box completely. With a lot of gear, a lot of storage in here. Keep in mind, only a month into the TheArchon reset. If you're looking for a Factions server to play on, this is the place. We recently reset and people aren't crazy loaded yet, but Prologue is probably one of the richest I've seen on Crimson, and that's coming from a guy who I play Crimson a lot, obviously. And yeah, just very wealthy, lots of prop 4 in here. Let's head up to the next part. Home base 2 I have. Now, the reason I actually chose this base is I came to this part first, and it's small in here. Like, the base is big itself, but because it's separated into all these different obsidian boxes, it keeps the base safer. With that being said, the design on this thing is so cool, man. It's so modern. So, here we go. You spawn in your bedrock platform. Huge fan of bedrock, as we all know. They've got a lot of room for expansion here underneath the spawner chest. And what I love is, actually, what's over here? Anything? I don't know. Oh, is this AFK machine? I don't even know what this thing. Oh, maybe it's a TNT. Yeah, I think it's like a TNT. Once they remove that block, you can blow straight up and go really high. But I love this staircase. You got a double staircase. The netherwort and quartz combination looks epic. And then you come here, you've got like cathedral or Colosseum type pillars, and just it looks epic. And then you got You just got glass and then the design up at the spawners. It's just all in all ties together very nicely. Looks very good. And they top it off with sandstone that mixes in right. And then, of course, you've got the prologue name in Bedrock. Woohoo! I love it, man. I love it. They still got 2 letters to go to complete with Bedrock. But at this point, they're killing it. It looks amazing. I love Bedrock. And they got a parkour course. They basically have absolutely everything that I like. Literally, I like Bedrock. I like parkour. I like nice designs. Plus more. Over here, they've got I guess a pixel art. Now, I'm not sure. This may be a pixel art of the owner of the faction. I don't know Hawken or Amass's skin. One of them is the owner, so I'm not too sure. But this thing, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's like a 3D pixel art because you got the hand sticking out. And then, like I said, we've got up here, they're all AFKing up there. They've got their spawners. Again, no one is crazy loaded yet. But, I mean, they've got a pretty good amount of Iron Golem spawners. Keep in mind, these things are worth 2 million now, I think, not 1 million. Let me double check on that in the calculations near the end of the video. So that does it for this area. I think I'll be able to ascend actually quickly and show you the... Nope, we're in another cell. All right. So yeah, this is obviously just a separate cell for a semi-trusted member. They're using the cell system as many bigger factions now do. It's just a smarter way of taking care of your stuff. I TP'd to the guys that were right above the golems. The golems are like right down here. Yet again, another separate obby box. Increased security if they get into one obby box. They haven't gotten into the other. Just a very good way of doing it. And now they've got their blaze spawner set up. I was actually looking for this because blaze spawners tend to be a little bit more popular than iron golem spawners on the Archon due to our new economy. So yeah, here's their blaze spawners, another money-making machine. They got their organized board. You know, if you want to TP, Jesus. If you want to TP people, do TPA here. It's just safer. Obviously, we've seen bases go down like that. And yeah, just labels, organization. I like it. Nice little small room where they can take care of business in here. Going up another level, they got a beautiful AFK machine. You know what I also love is they haven't kept the same design throughout every obby box. Every obby box, every different place within this base seems like a whole nother ball game. You're in a whole nother world kind of thing. And I love that aspect of this base. The last box that I've seen, and who knows, there may be another one hidden in here somewhere, but is near the top. This base is very close to the top. And again, it could be a separate storage faction for the whole team, or it could be just a member cell, a semi-trusted member cell. I would guess it's for the whole team because they also have a cow spawner. So it looks like they've just opened up some more storage room, another AFK machine, and their cow spawners are here. Just more room for expansion. This seems to be more or less their less developed area for sure. But there it is. That's the base. And just such a complex, highly defended, very good base here on Factions Crimson. It's, yeah, it's awesome, man. I love this thing. It's crazy. But with that being said, let's go get in a call with some of these members and hear a couple stories here on Factions Crimson. Gentlemen, dude, we got the whole team lined up here. Tom, Screams, Jords, and Swim. How's everyone doing?
Good.
I'm good. Yeah, it's good to see everybody here today. You guys got a beautiful base, very, very complex. There's lots of different rooms and cells. How many rooms in total-ish do you have, do you think?
Probably like 7 or 8.
7 or 8-ish. And is that like separate obsidian boxes?
Yeah, we
cool.
still gotta add more, but that's it so far.
And do you just do that for safety, or do you have like is it the cell system? Do you have semi-trusted members kind of locked away?
So the Blaze Farm is like trusted, super trusted. This is the mod room.
Yep.
With all the 26 added, yeah. And then we have separate cells for people. It's not just trusted, it's just anyone who can supply the obsidian to make their own cell.
Oh.
Just make it.
Okay, cool. I guess, yeah, they're locked in there anyway, so whatever. Perfect. And you just confirmed with me, this is Hawken. I was debating it in the first clip who this pixel art was. I thought it was Hawken, but I didn't want to say it and be wrong. And He looks creepy in this though. I gotta be honest, but I like it. I like it a lot.
The fearless ruler, dude.
The fearless ruler. All right, so I'll ask you guys just a couple standard questions. Screams, I think you're gonna be answering most of them. First up, how long's the base been up and completed like it is?
I'd say 5 or 6 days.
5 or
since we
6.
started.
Oh, it's an infant.
It's been up for a little while.
Yeah, all right. It's a younger base. Of course, this server's only been around for about a month or so, so that's pretty good. Now, how much time? Because the interior's awesome, but those walls out there, holy God, how much time did that take?
I think I should let Tom answer that question because he sent like it took him a week just to do those walls. It took him so long.
Oh, so Tom, you were kind of in charge of all the wall stuff mostly?
Yeah, it took about 12 hours a day for me to do it. I took about 3 days.
12 hours a day,
12 hours.
3 days. That's over 36 hours. Holy God,
forever.
Tom.
But I did have some help off some of the boys.
Yeah, some of the boys here helped out. And Hawken and Amass just couldn't be here today. They're sleeping or whatever. They were a big part of building this, I assume, as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. So, all right, good. Yeah, I was wondering that because those walls, man, holy dude. I couldn't even render in. If I looked in a straight line, you can't render in the whole wall. It's insane. So, good on you. That's crazy defense. So, I guess we'll move into some different stuff now. So, we're on Crimson. This is where, of course, we do most of the main show. You are our ally. Who's your biggest enemy, though? Obviously, ours on Crimson at this point would probably be Manifest still. They know how to get under our skin. They really do. But what about you guys? What's your opinion?
We'd have to agree. Manifest, they talk to us a lot about how good they are.
Okay.
And Aurora, basically.
And
Ben
Aurora.
Mascot, we talk a lot.
Aurora ticks you off, too. You and Ben Mascot don't get along?
It's not like we hate each other. It's just we debate on something.
Yeah, you argue. Okay, that's a good way of putting it, I guess. Now, on Crimson, what do you think? Do you think anyone's got the capability of raiding this base?
The only person I think who has the capability of raiding this base is probably your faction.
Our faction, but we're allies, so
Yeah.
so it's cool. And obviously, if anything ever happens, this base tour, I won't keep my homes in here or anything. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's
but
fine.
but yeah, we're allied at this point. Probably will be for a while. I know Napkin and Hawken have became friends over the months. And yeah, so I guess I can't really think of anyone else. I mean, unless Manifest comes up and surprises us or something. But there are some other people who could raid it. They just don't play on Crimson too often, so I don't know how they could pull it off. And I guess the last thing I would ask, and it's a quick one though, has anyone been close to raiding it? Has anyone attempted yet?
I think people have attempted, but no one's been close.
Nothing, not even a dent really.
No, we haven't repaired the walls yet.
I haven't had to repair the walls. Well, this base is a god. It's inside. I didn't even know it was this big. I'm on Crimson every day, and I didn't even know this thing was going on. You guys are doing well. If you guys ever need some help defending or whatever, call us in. We'll be there. And that's it, dude. The new prologue base. Looking good, man. Well, thanks for having me today. The base is amazing, boys. And, tell Hawk and Amass I say hi. And I guess we'll see you on the battlefield, my fellow prologue members. Ladies and gentlemen, the calculations are in. So here we go. Before we do, though, every episode I ask you guys, what should we name this base? And last episode, the winner of that was Daniel Mendoza. It is very clear what it should be called. Mission Impossible, because that is what people would be saying if they were rating it. And plus, it's on the thumbnail. So, yeah, Mission Impossible. Great title choice. Great job, my man. I challenge you guys. What do you think we should name this base? What should the name of this base be? Leave it in the comments down below, and I will pick a winner for next episode, next Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. All right. Based on 26 Iron Golem spawners, 58 Blaze, and 12 Cow spawners, 10 dubs of Prot 4, 20 stacks of Gapples, 2 stacks of Bedrock, and $5 million worth of miscellaneous items, the total value of this prologue base here on Factions Crimson on pvp.thearchon.net is $142,362,500. Woohoo! Congratulations, prologue. That's an epic number. I think that'll be one of our highest, if not the highest number since we've done the factions reset here on the Archon a month or so ago. Congrats, thank you so much for letting me tour your base, guys. If you are looking for a place to play factions, come join us, pvp.thearchon.net. We recently reset, it's only been about a month or so. And with that in mind, also, if you want me to tour your base next week, all you got to do is in the comments below, leave your IGN, your faction server color here on the Archon, and a little description of your base, and I'll check it out, and you could be featured in the next episode of Base Tour. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Touch that like button if you enjoyed. Join the Rushers by subscribing, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Goodbye.